welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm your host, Natalie Rydstrom. The annual Six Nations Rugby Tournament begins on February 1st. Now, can Wales hold on to the trophy that they've won for the past 2 years? Well, Richard O'Hagan, sports writer and regular contributor to SBR Forum, joins us now to take a look ahead. Richard, welcome to the show.
Hi Natalie, it's nice to be back with you.
Now, Wales go into the 2014 RBS Six Nations campaign as hot favourites. Best price is 3.25 with Stan James. Are they your tip for the title, or do you have another team in mind?
I don't think it's going to be Wales's year this year, Natalie. They've got an awful lot of injury problems. Ryan Jones, who captained them in 3 of their games last year, misses the whole tournament. Sam Warburton, their regular captain, is probably going to miss the first game, might also miss a couple more. He's not played at all since November. Jonathan Davis, who was the star of the British Lions tour, is also going to miss some games with injury that he picked up in the last Lions game out there. So it's going to be a really, really big ask for Wales this year, and I think we're going to have to look elsewhere with our money this time round.
Okay, so where else are you looking?
It's going to sound slightly counterintuitive, but I think that France are a really good bet this year. They finished bottom last year. They played really badly. They played almost like a bunch of guys who didn't want to play rugby together anymore. But this year, even though they've lost Thierry Dusautoir, their captain for the tournament, they're much stronger, look much better idea of who their best players are. And they're not going to miss Dusautoir so much because, in fact, he was starting to become a little bit of a liability to them. A good leader, but down on form, down on pace in his position. And Pascal Papé, who replaces him as captain, is a really good captain and a really strong captain. So I think France at round about 3.8 at the moment look a solid bet to me.
Certainly is 3.8 there. That is a good bet. Now, looking at the bottom of the table, the battle seems to be between Scotland and Italy, as seems to be the case for the last 5 years. Now, Italy is priced at sort of a low 1.62, not a huge amount of value there with Bet365, and Scotland are priced at quite a nice 2.62. Now, who do you have pegged to finish last?
Well, I'm obviously going to alienate a certain section of the audience, but I'm definitely going with Scotland here. Italy have been a solid team over the past couple of Six Nations. They've surprised people. They've won games that people didn't expect them to. Scotland, conversely, have tended to lose games that people expect them to win. Not a huge change in personnel on either side either. So I think that the Italians probably are a little bit shortchanged by this market, whereas Scotland look like, again, a decent value bet. I don't see someone like France or Ireland crashing out the bottom this year like they did last year. So Scotland for me.
Scotland, okay, so we've got France to win the tournament and Scotland to finish last. Richard O'Hagan, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome, Natalie.